Hi, everybody. This is the butterfly. Sorry to be just myself. I gotta fix me like a little corner like that's really jazzy to do my lives. But anyway, let me hurry up because they always got me limited. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you today about uh a phrase that a lot of us in the church community are familiar with. Um, and it's something that one of my subscribers helped me get a new perspective on. Okay, shout out to Chariot Rain. Yeah. Anyway, and all my subscribers, I love all of you, like with a special something. Okay, um, but with that being said, the phrase is my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Now when you think of that, you know your mind says, you know, yeah, it would be easy to be in the path of light and truth of the Lord, but your spirit knows that that is a difficult task. You know what I'm saying? And beings that this great awakening is happening, a lot of things have become more clear to me um, regarding the Great Awakening. Now, the the strongest thing that I feel like from my fellow patriots and my fellow light workers is that we want the masses to wake up. We want them to be aware of all of the evil that's going on, and we want their eyes ripped open and for them to see what we see, right? But one of the messages that I got from one of the recent transmissions is that our journey is going to be introspective, and it's really going to. Okay, let me try to focus because there's a message. It was very clear to me, um, and it has a lot to do with uh, not judging, being able to forgive other people and forgive yourself. Because what's going to happen, during this great awakening, the masses are not just going to wake up to uh, all of the evil that these people and these entities have done in this life. You know what I'm saying? We are all going to wake up to the atrocities and evil that we may have done in our former lives, right? So, this is going to be like what is going to put things in a different perspective. I think for us as uh, ascended beings on our journey. Like I saw a meme, excuse me, I saw a meme and it said how people think that, when they hear about the great awakening and all love and light, they think about, like you're sitting in yoga position and you freaking got your hands up like this and you're like, and it's all peace and love and light and, but as I was explaining to my husband earlier, light is illumination. So when illumination does, what light does is it sheds light on the dark areas, not just on the people's life out there, but on your life. So there's been a strong encouragement for people to look inward because looking inward will help you to forgive and understand that we can't point fingers at each other, even though what we understand the cabal to have been doing is like evil beyond evil, and we could never see ourselves being that evil. But as I'm saying, coming back to the focal point is that one of the things that I'm understanding about the awakening is that a lot of us are going to awaken to our other lives, and what I mean by that is, like, I was just joking with my husband saying that, imagine I'm sitting here as a black woman, and I'm like, so upset about just like the condition of slavery, just the idea of slavery, the participants of the brutality of slavery, you understand? And imagine I find out that in my former life I was not only a slave master, but like a white man. You know what I'm saying? That did the most brutality. So then how does that make me as a being different from, I'm sorry. Being how does that make me as a being different from what these demons, these evil people of the cabal has done? Excuse me. And that was something that it was hard to think about, but that's the thing about light. It's not just going to light up the good things about a situation. It's going to light up the bad things. And I think part of our journey to ascension is to be able to look at those things, analyze those things, you know what I'm saying, and look into the emotional aspect of those things that it may have had on you as an individual, that is resonating, that still has a residue on your soul, and how you may have affected other people. You understand? So, and seek forgiveness, in order to forgiveness from them, and forgive yourself, forgive that part of yourself that may have committed these atrocities. That was one of the messages that I had, like, and also, one of the messages that came through is that we can't point blame at each other, because all of us have bodies on our back. You may not have it in this life, but you may have it in the next life, or maybe the two lives before. You were like Ivan the Terrible or something. You know what I'm saying? And you like was mass murdering people. Because thing that they uh another thing that came through in the message is that uh the person who orders the murder, the killing, is worse than the person who actually does the killing. Because the person who does the killing is merely the instrument. So the person who know that they have the power and use that power for wickedness, even though you are not supposed to kill anyone. You are not supposed to kill anyone. Okay? And that call kind of knocked me off my flow. But the main message is this: that we are all. Babe, your mother's calling. Call her. She ain't called me. Well, call her because I'm trying to make my video. Yeah. Um, I'm sorry. Where was I? Yes, the main thing that I got from the video, and I had to look into it, was that, I'm so angry with these people, and I just like can't conceive of having them done something so wicked, you know. But I don't know what I've done in my other lives, and I have to prepare myself during this great awakening of introspection to during this great awakening of introspection, I have to prepare myself for the things that I may find on my journey inward. And I'm just like um, suggesting that you guys do the same. You know what I'm saying? Because We have to be able to ask for forgiveness, and we have to be able to forgive ourselves to truly move on. That's why I've been saying that we have to face the dark in order to get to the light. You know, it is from dark to light, not just like, okay, we're going to just ascend and it's all going to be harmony, one big party, and all of this. Like a lot of people, they're worried about the monetary part of it. But, you know, for myself, and the messages that I'm getting from these beings is a lot bigger than that, you know, and they wish you guys would really uh look at that, because really we have everything that we need and it should be free because it was given to us by Source Creator. So no one has the right to put a monetary value on it. I mean, ages ago we never even used money. So like that is not the important factor here. And I just, you know, I just wanted to get the message out there that the burden is light. It is light because the burden of God's light, the truth of it, you know, we all know truth hurts, but we have to face it. We have to face it. We have to deal with it in order to heal it, or else it will fester, you know, and become a stone in our spirit, you know, and weigh us down instead of us being able to lift, you know. So that's my message, and I really hope that it resonates with people, and you really, you know, get what I'm saying, because it's not something that I wanted to accept either. I wanted to be mad. I wanted to, you know, I wanted to seek vengeance and everything. But like when I started considering it from the perspective that, you know, in my past lives, I could have been wicked. Just I could have been everything. Hell, I could have been Jezebel. You know, I don't know. You know, I could have been, you know, but I feel like we get these incarnations in order to learn lessons and to spiritually get this right, to really ascend and to understand, so that we can, you know, like really help others, get to a point where we can help others. I mean, we're always going to be uh learning to be a master, you know. It's always going to be learning to be done, you know, just as well as there's going to be teaching, you know. But we have to be understanding that we have to be the seeker of our knowledge. We have to be you know, the motivators of our minds and our spirits. You know, we have to want these things for ourselves, because no one can want uh, harmony and understanding and wisdom for us. We have to want these things for ourselves, as well as ascension. You know, we have to want to do the work of the spiritual journey, because it's not an easy one. I'm not going to pretend it's an easy one, but I need people to understand it has to be done. uh, because it's time for a healing. You know, it's time for a healing, and we just have to prepare ourselves for what we find. And one other thing I want to mention before I go is there was a message that I got. There was something in the message that came through that has kind of stuck with me, that I've been thinking about, and I just wanted to. It kind of resonated with me, and it was the things that you love or hate in others are reflections of yourself. And I was like, well, how could that be? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I can't stand a loud, ignorant, some of my gun, you know what I'm saying? Or like, I can't stand somebody who's arrogant, or, you know, who is selfish, or who is just mean. And these things I can't stand. So I'm like, okay, what does this mean? Because, like, I know in this life, I'm none of those things. But how do I know what I was in my other lives? It's something about those things about that person may trigger or resonate with you. And that may be the reason why you're drawn to them, because you need to learn something about yourself or recognize something about yourself through your like or dislike of a person. Oh my gosh. Super duper heavy. I know. But these are my thoughts, right? So I hope I got a good message through. It's been a while since I made any videos because I need to like really gather myself and be able to get the message out and stay on point because they limit me and I don't really know how to do all of this stuff. And I'm still working on something that I didn't like in somebody else. So I guess that's there has to be another layer of it because I feel like I got the bulk of the message, but I feel like there's something missing, and I feel like there's still something that I have to learn. You know, you it may be, and I don't know. It may be that these things that you like or you don't like about someone that are a reflection of you or maybe your other lives, you have to deal with them. You have to deal with them so that they don't trigger you anymore, so that you don't take offense to them because really it's not about you. It's about them and their journey and the karmic, help me universe, the karmic residue that you may still have from one of your former lives that is still on your spirit that you haven't dealt with. I hope I, did the message justice. You know, until next time, this is the butterfly. I want to thank all my subscribers. And I'm gonna try to go over to OogTube because my nephew Red Pill says I should come over there with them. And I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to do that, and I just love that man for his encouragement. And I just want to send a special, blast of love and light and protection and harmony and happiness around him and Jakari. I hope I get it right. And Kiana, oh my goodness, Callie, and I think Kiana. I hope I got that right. In any case, I love all of you. Okay, all of you, even all my subscribers, okay? Because where we go one, we go all. And no matter that we are ascending on our own journey, we're still together. We're still together. At the end of the day, we are a part of the same consciousness. I love you.